one of the first ones was Inside Edge, which was cricket, and I played a coach. I died in season 1, but I loved playing that coach. He was so with it, and he was a team player, and I got this opportunity to play this character. I will not let it go. But his character is I loved it, and I loved how he played it. Isko thehrav bolte, This Avrodh is a departure from what I've been doing. I played a negative part in Sikandar long back, and that was also to do with Kashmir and also of spreading terror is not bloodshed. It is more to do with the economy.
Hello and welcome to Telechakkar. This is me, Arshi Siddiqui, and we are again back with the amazing interaction with none other than Sanjay Suri. Well, he's coming up with his upcoming project, that's Avrodh, The Sage Within Season 2. ये कॉन्वर्सेशन होगी काफ़ी ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टिंग, कई सारी डिटेल्स मिलेगी हमें शो के रिलीज होने से पहले. तो चलिए, without further ado, let's get connected.
We are going to interact with for amazing series that is Avrodh, The Sage Within Season 2. To begin with, Sanjay, I would like to know about your character, first of all, because the character is basically not the Indian Army cop, the opposite defense. We are going to talk something. So I want to know about your character more.
Firstly, thank you for having me on board online this interview. Arshi, pleasure to be speaking with you. Yes, Avrodh. I play in Avrodh. My character is not Indian. He's Pakistani, but he's Western bred and educated. So probably he was born in Pakistan, but he's lived internationally in other countries, in Europe, in England, and his roots are in Pakistan. And now he is in Pakistan. So he's an ex-banker and also an ex-professor. And he is what you call he's a key player in global terror funding. Okay.
Correct.
And with regards to his mission and agenda to sort of a part of financial tourism, financial terrorism. Forget me, tourism, financial terrorism. So he's radicalized. Very radicalized, but his way of spreading terror is not bloodshed. It is more to do with the economy. So he's a part of the think tank. He's technology savvy. He understands money laundering very well, and how he's gonna kind of be the termite, to basically destroy the Indian economy. So he's dangerous that way, and
right.
But his sort of persona is not how we've usually seen. If someone is playing something like that, it tends to go sort of over the top or something like that. So he's very suave. He's very calculative. He's a deal maker. So he's a businessman also, being a banker. So he understands negotiations. So he's that kind of a character.
Correct. But did you find anything complex? Of course, there's a lot of complexity in this character since it doesn't have only one shade, as we can understand by what you said right now. But was it challenging and was it complex for you to portray it or bring out the craft in such a way?
See, I'll be honest. I usually don't use the word challenging because, by nature that anything that excites you becomes a challenge, But having said that, I think the part was very well sketched out and written by the writers. And I had a couple of meetings with the director and also Samar Khan. And so with Raj and Samar, we had many discussions on how they see this character. And then my job was to just, understand where he's coming from, what he's doing, how it impacts the entire screenplay and the plot. For me, it was very exciting to play someone, who's an antagonist, and it was a departure from what I've been doing. So normally people
Right.
view me mostly in positive roles. So this was very, very nice to see that someone is thinking out of the box. And also the face of terror has changed. There are hierarchies. There's strategy, there's tactical, there are the frontline workers or whatever soldiers on the field. So there are
Right.
different layers to it. So after understanding all this, it was very exciting for me to play this. Complex or not, I mean that's sort of a lot of things remain in subtext. But once you know what you're doing, so it was rather enjoyable playing this character.
Amazing. And we are looking forward to just watch the series, and maybe the conversation could be more interesting then because we could see the work. But yes, in the trailer, it is amazing. And I saw the trailer and I loved the part. Yesterday, I was having conversation with Rajesh Khattarji, and I asked him that if you ever get a chance to swap up your character with anyone, he told me that he could swap up with your character, Sanjay Suri's character. I would like to know from you as well, who would you swap up with a character with? Who do you find more interesting? Apart from yours, of course, yours is interesting
I
as well.
got this opportunity to play this character. I will not let it go. But his character is very. I loved it. And I loved how he played it. He's got this very deep baritonish voice, and he's got that. Isko therav bolte, he's got that therav, and both of us are familiar with the language. So it was very nice shooting with him and interacting. I loved his character for sure. Then there are in the series, that's actually it's one of the series where each and every character is very well etched out, and it's a part of the larger puzzle. If you take one brick out of this wall, the wall will not make sense. So every dot is joined. That's the smartness of the screenplay, and I have to give this to the writers and the director and the makers, all of them, that they envisaged this and created a series like that. And from season 1 to 2, certain characters remain the same, and the rest, the story point of view, others change. So people who watched season 1 be already invested in those characters, So they would like to see what happens now. This is a new story, but something from the old and some new setup. So I think, and by nature it's a thriller, espionage, global terror funding, terrorism, so over Indian Army, and you got your protagonist. So I think it should be well received. And like you said, we must have a conversation after the series. You'll have more to talk about.
Yes, of course. Also, Sanjay, as an artist, what parameters do you keep in mind or do you consider while accepting or saying yes for a project?
See, it is not now. I've always looked at the larger picture. Whether it's a film or a series, I've not really bothered much about my length in stories, because many times मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ, मेरे कितनी footage है इसमें, this that. So I've never bothered about all that, but I feel that if the entire story is working, then I can be a part of this piece, So even if I had, of course, in my filmography, whether the ones I've produced or acted in, Chankar, My Brother Nikhil, I Am, Chauranga, Filhal, Pinjar, Dhoop, I had a small part. And it was a father's struggle for a Kargil martyr, So, but the film was beautiful. So for me, length has not really mattered. So I look at the entire story, the director's vision, and then what am I doing in it? So it's in that order.
Well,
so whether it's smart or not, I don't know. Like someone said, no, you got to build your career. But I mean, I'm here for 20 years now without 100 crore hit. So I'm still around, I'm happy.
Okay, so if I'm not wrong, you are an artist or an actor who believes in more of quality rather focusing on the quantity.
I think my trajectory has been that, see, as an actor, you can create your roles, right? What is offered to
Yeah.
you kind of work around that. And in that, you pick some, you do some for the bills and some for the soul. So mine have been more for the soul, some for the bills, and but happy to explore all genres, all kinds of films. It's just that if other people like in Avrodh, Samar Khan called me up. He said, "Bro, I've thought of something out of the box." So
Yes.
someone who's thinking out of the box, that's exciting. If it's typical, positive character and things like that, which is okay to play, but then it becomes you've done that many times.
Correct. So many roles, series from I know Dev D, DD, and then Dev D, DD season 2. And then in middle also there are many roles that you have performed on OTT. Which character has been your favorite? Considering Avrodh 2 as well, which character has been your favorite? And though every actor has a emotional touch towards every character they play, they keep in mind, they remember that. But one such character you feel that, yes, this deeply relates to me.
One of the first ones was Inside Edge, which was, cricket. And I played a coach. I died in season 1, but I love playing that coach. He was so with it, and he was a team player, and I think I miss it that even I've spoken to many colleagues. They said, we miss Coach Suri in season 2 and season 3. So I enjoyed playing that character. And also I did Mentalhood, and Dave Double D also was very, very layered, an older man falling in love with a very, a young girl, more than 25-year difference, and romantic kind of series, and yet he only to realize that, oh my God, his girlfriend and his daughter are the same age, So it was very, very modern in that way. And I enjoyed playing that too. This Avrodh is a departure from what I've been doing. I played a negative part in Sikandar long back, that was also to do with Kashmir, and also that I played with a reformed militant. But here, the kind of character he is, so I haven't played something like this. So this would be exciting, yes. And also for others to see me in a new light. Yeah.
Know all about the Telly world by subscribing to Tellychucker's YouTube channel. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated to our new videos.